the chocolate on the outside, obviously.
The caramel.
The peanuts.
The nougat.
The chocolate. The caramel.
The peanuts.
The chocolate.
Similar to the debate about what's the most important part of a Snickers bar, many psychologists debate on which part of the self is most important. Is it their appearance, their experiences, their feelings and emotions, or the way they decide to cope with their life? In the novel Where Things Come Back, the main character, Colin Witter, can be observed and analyzed similarly to a Snickers bar. A Snickers bar has 4 key components: the chocolate coating, the peanuts, the caramel, and the nougat. Colin Witters also has 4 key components that make him a pivotal character in the novel. The first is his outer appearance and the way that he comes off towards other people. To others, on the outside, Colin often seemed calm, collected, and unaffected by Gabriel's disappearance. His outer shell did not give away what he was feeling on the inside, much like how the outer chocolate shell of a Snickers bar does not reveal the inner ingredients. In the novel, in order to avoid facing the fact that Gabriel was missing, Colin used his stern and independent facade to keep himself separate from others who he wanted no sympathy from. He put up a wall to protect himself from the pain that he was really feeling. This is just like the chocolate coating, which protects all the inside ingredients from everything on the outside. It can also be a disguise to what is really on the inside, because it looks similar to other chocolate candy bars. Although Colin may look fine to others, what's really going on the inside is a different story. The inside of the Snickers contains the peanuts, caramel, and the nougat. The peanuts come in all different shapes and sizes, much like the array of experiences in Colin Witter's life. First, the tragic death of Colin's cousin Orlo. Then later on, Gabriel's disappearance, which resulted in Colin's rocky relationship with Ada Taylor, who was only with him because he needed her at the time. Peanuts are the most textured part of the Snickers bar, just like how our experiences texture our lives. But our experiences are meaningless without addressing the way they make us feel. Caramel is smooth and gooey and forms around the peanuts in the Snickers bar, much like how our feelings and emotions are influenced by and form around our experiences. Colin experiences many emotional ups and downs throughout the novel. First, his life seems to be going well until his cousin also dies. Things begin to plummet from here on out as he must watch his aunt and mother grieve over such a tragedy. Once things begin to calm down and life is beginning to feel normal again, Gabriel goes missing and a rare woodpecker bird is seen around Lily. What frustrates Colin the most is that the whole town seems to care much more about whether or not a bird exists than the fact that his brother is missing. Colin pretends to act like everything is fine, and he begins to spiral down when he punches his best friend Lucas in the face and when he loses Ada because she believes that her ex-boyfriend needs her more. He feels that with Gabriel gone, he's lost everything and has a hard time being happy anymore. Some days, Colin is hopeful about Gabriel's return. Other days, he feels that his brother is probably dead. Colin goes through days and weeks and months of this emotional up and down, based on the things that he is experiencing in his life. When Gabriel finally returns and the mysterious bird is confirmed not to be the infamous Lazarus, everything feels as though it is back to how it was when the novel began. The last of the 4 components of the Snickers bar is the nougat. Many people don't consider the nougat a trademark component of the Snickers bar, but it helps the candy achieve its full potential. Everyone experiences ups and downs, but what is often overlooked is the way that a person handles them and carries on with their lives. One way that Colin chooses to cope with his life is often to imagine his own reality. When there's someone he doesn't like or things aren't going his way, Colin imagines a zombie world in which he becomes the hero and saves the day from the treacherous zombies. Towards the end of the book, Colin imagines a zombie dinner party with all the characters from the novel, including his cousin Olso and still missing brother Gabriel. Even the Lazarus woodpecker makes an appearance. When all of the people he knew in his life turn to zombies and there's nothing he can do about it, Colin addresses his feelings of helplessness. But by using this technique to recognize his true feelings, Colin is able to adapt and cope while facing his problems head-on. This particular coping mechanism, although hidden from others, helps Colin keep a healthy mind and is largely a part of who he is. As you can see, Colin's outer shell, experiences, emotions, and coping mechanisms are all important to his character in the novel, not on their own, but how they interact together to make Colin who he is. Just like how the chocolate, peanuts, caramel, and nougat eaten together make the deliciously famous Snickers bar.